Hey there, people who like toys. This is me doing an unboxing video, something I don't actually do enough of. I am far too reluctant to open up my toys and play with them, but when I got this Masters of the Universe Megaconstrux set, I just couldn't resist. So here we are, we're just gonna crack this bad boy open and see what we got inside. I mean, you can see most of what you've got inside right here, but I want to take a look at this little comic book for one thing. And just so I can actually say I actually open one of my actual toys. Oh no, I almost damaged the little comic book opening it. Be careful when you open it. I just bent the little comic. That's... oops. Thing I was going for. So it's a little guide to show you how these guys can be assembled and disassembled. Guide to all their little weapons. Which, I don't know why they gave Faker a sword, but they didn't give Skeletor his classic purple sword. They gave him that big staff, which I know is what people remember from the cartoon, but really, if you own one of these ever, you remember that purple sword, because that purple sword was the other half of this sword, and there was a whole early mythology where that was actually one sword that had been split in two, not unlike the Black Star sword, I think. People just like the idea of splitting up swords back in the day. And then they gave up on that, and you never really saw much of Skeletor's evil purple sword. But I had it when I was a kid, and I put them together, and I wondered why they fit so perfectly. I actually just thought they were being cheap on the mold, which probably is half the truth, but I thought they just didn't feel like molding the other half, and... anyway. That was my little conspiracy theory, but... here are these guys when you pop them out. Got a couple of random Lego-esque things in the bottom that... ooh! I just lost half of the staff. Okay, be careful when you are opening these, because they will launch out little bits at you. That's something we learn in the process. Skeletor, you and your little web feet are coming out first. These guys are really jammed in there, which is kind of good, I guess, but I want to play with my toys. Come on! Oh, wow! I am nearly an adult man, with nearly an adult man's strength, so for a child that might be a little bit more difficult than is necessary. Okay, I'm trying to get the staff put together here. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes, right? Yeah. But the bottom part is not plugging in very well. Whoa, now that came apart. Alright, I'm disassembling this more than I'm putting it together. That part's correct. Why won't you go together? That is weird. Let me look in the instruction booklet here. That's how that's supposed to go together. Oh no, I've got it upside down. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright. That's how you go. Okay, there's a staff. Now that I've got these in hand, I have to say they're actually way sturdier feeling than I was expecting. I thought these were going to be made out of some kind of crappy, cheapo, low-grade plastic, but no, these are good. Ooh, wow. These are actually really good. I'm going to get more of these, and check out all this articulation. So Skeletor's head moves up and down to the left, right side. He can... ooh, very expressive. Hey! Look at that. You can twist the hand around. I would like a slightly more realistic hand, but he's got to hold Lego stuff, so let's be real. But look at that. That shoulder joint is just twisting all around. And the body, boom, twisting around. Look at that. He's got ab swivel. He can dance. Oh, this guy is crazy. He's out of control. He's going to be taking all sorts of poses. Oh, he can squat. He can leap. He can kind of do the splits. He can sit like a little baby. This is perfect. Oh, I really like this. Good purchase. Oh, this makes me quite happy. And you can pop his head off if you want to. How fun is that? He can carry around his own head on a stick. Hold on, watch. I'm going to show you right now. Sorta. Ah!
Are you afraid of me now?
That is the best. Okay, this is going to be hours of joy. Let's do one more. The man himself. Have to be He-Man strong to get these freaking things out of here. And this sword. Don't break the sword on the way out. Come on. Holy boy, this is really difficult. Because I'm really worried about breaking this little plastic sword. Ah! Okay, everything launches out at like lightning deadly projectile speed, but it also survived, so that's the important thing. Alright. He-Man here. That He-Man face. Okay. Kinda give him a pass on the face, I guess, because whatever, but no. Let's try and focus in on that. Yeah. Doesn't look like the cartoon, doesn't look like the toy. Doesn't look like much of anything. But everything else is pretty cool. And these are in kind of chunky, unusual proportions anyway. Oh wow, I didn't even notice this on the other one. Look at how his arm swivels. Oh wow, that is cool. Oh, he's got so much posable potential. And his little armband comes off. I'm sure you could accessorize that onto another character. Oh. Toy fun, toy fun. Look at him go. If he were in focus, you could see that better. There we go. He-Man. And let's see how well he can do the pose. Can he do the power pose? Not quite. Can't quite get the sword over his head to do the I am He-Man speech. But he can do it a darn sight better than his 80s counterpart. Like, that's pretty good. That's pretty close. Force his arms together. It's pretty close. Alright. He's got so much detail for such a tiny little figure. As I have mentioned before, I am an adult human male of nearly normal height, so in my palm, look how tiny he is. Ooh, just under 2 inches. Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go have fun posing these guys and getting them into little battles. Thank you very much for watching me unbox this Megaconstrux He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Here once again are some of the instructions for the figures. Just gonna run through that in case you were wondering what was inside. I was wondering what was inside. Now we all know what's inside. Here's the cool stuff. This is original artwork, they claim, and it looks much like it. Actually, I was fortunate enough to meet and Facebook befriend, meet in person and then later Facebook befriend one of the artists for this series. So it's always a thrill whenever I get a hold of any of the artwork or take a look at it, because I go, oh, that might be by Larry. But this is what you get if you were wondering. Hold on, let me scroll all the way through. Whoop. These look like cells from probably the original pack-in comics. Maybe some of the DC stuff. Skeletor looking particularly menacing. Ooh. Then the toy you just bought version of him. Then Faker, who never made any sense to anybody. But he ended up here because it's easier to make a blue He-Man than it is to make a mold for a whole new character. Which is why we had a Faker in the 80s. And why every time they ever come out with the He-Man, a Faker will probably come along with him. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe.